Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Alexis Matthews.
And I'm Chelsea Armstrong. This is your news for November 21st, 2013.
Last weekend, Coffee Tree Books hosted their 4th annual Spelling Bee. NewsCenter was there.
Storybook Christmas is a 20-odd-year-old program run through the Adult Education Department at MSU, which attempts to put books in the hands of kids in Rowan County who would otherwise not get them for Christmas. We do a spelling bee because it's fun. There's something wonderfully old-fashioned about it, which is appealing. Particularly in a modern era where everything is digital and there are no facts that you are absolutely obliged to hold in your head. It's nice to see people can still spell.
The $10 registration fee each contestant pays will go towards a local cause that Coffee Tree Books supports.
The money we get tonight goes to buy books for kids for Christmas.
Due to the mass destruction caused by the typhoon that hit the Philippines on November 8th, special action is being taken to ensure all people involved will get aid. The Philippines will divide up the typhoon-ravaged Central Visayas between countries to maximize relief efforts, a senior officer said, as President Benigno Aquino won praise for improving aid distribution 11 days after the storm hit. The country is still struggling to aid devastated areas because of the path of destruction that has left at least 4 million people without homes. Aquino is now personally overseeing relief operations in the worst-hit city of Tacloban, in one of Asia's biggest humanitarian efforts, which could last months, if not years.
Morehead State University professor Seth Green has been accepted into the Kentucky Crafted program. Green, assistant professor of art and design, was one of 21 members selected to be a part of this opportunity. The Kentucky Crafted program helps to support artisans by providing them with opportunities to expand their professional careers and to help their work reach a larger viewing audience. Artists are accepted based on artistic excellence and market readiness as determined by an independent panel of art industry professionals.
The Morehead Community Soup Kitchen is asking for donations this holiday season. The Soup Kitchen expects to feed around 600 people on the day before Thanksgiving, but they are asking for help from the community. Needed items include turkey, corn, green beans, and sweet potatoes. All donations are accepted, but gallon-sized canned goods are preferred. All donations can be dropped off at the Soup Kitchen on KY 32 North. Volunteers to help cook meals are always needed, and if anyone interested is encouraged to sign up at the Soup Kitchen. For more information, call 606-784-9533.
The Rowan County Arts Center hosted a concert this past Thursday. Brianna Perry has the story.
The KCTM recently held its Sounds of Our Heritage concert. NewsCenter got the chance to speak with musician Tanner Boyd. He explains the concert and what it's like to perform there.
The Sounds of Our Heritage performance was at the Rowan County Arts Center, and what it is it was the second part of a 3-concert series that the ensemble students at the Center for Traditional Music do as part of their grade for the semester. So we had one that was at the Cave Run Manor a couple weeks ago, and we had that one. That was the second part, and the third part will be coming up in a couple weeks on December 3rd. I'm in the Fiesta and the Fleas, which was the intro ensemble. I play guitar, and I've started doing harmonica a little bit. There's like old-time string band and bluegrass and traditional country. I think there's going to be a blues ensemble. Playing music is newer to me. It's about, I think about 2 or 3 years I've been playing now. I've always liked music and just different styles. And I'd always been kind of under the impression that traditional music was reserved for people who were raised around that kind of thing, since it's traditional, like that kind of thing. But I just kind of developed an enjoyment for the music and just kind of got pulled into it.
Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Brianna Perry.
We'll be right back after the break for a look at weather with Don Young and NewsCenter Notices featuring Julia Hawkins.
Welcome back to NewsCenter. Temperatures are sitting around 59 degrees right now, so a little bit chilly outside today. Pretty good wind going, about 10 miles an hour. And overall, we've just seen kind of an overcast day. Not really seen any sunshine, but not really any rain either, so not too bad. Could be worse. Take a look at your record temperatures. Back in 1942, a high was set at 78, so pretty nice day then, but we're not anywhere close to the 36 set back in 1873, so we can be thankful for that. And taking a look at your temperatures across the Commonwealth, Louisville, the Derby City, seeing temperatures around 63. Up in Covington, 54. A little bit warmer in Frankfort and Lexington, temperatures sitting at around 61. And back on our end of the state, temperatures are sitting around 70, or 59 rather. Taking a look at your Doppler radar courtesy at WKYT. You can see there's not a whole lot going on yet, but take a look at this. We've got this storm right here, and that's going to be kind of pushing its way on up that way. So probably not going to see any showers tonight. We might hit a little bit of the tail end of the storm, but nothing major should hit Kentucky tonight. Taking a look at your 24-hour planner. In the morning, expect temperatures to be around 38, so not as cold as it has been. Around noon tomorrow, temperatures around 53, partly cloudy. And moving throughout your day, a few clouds. Temperature is going to get up to around 58, 59. And then going into the night tomorrow, temperatures around 53 and 48. Well, let's take a look at NewsCenter notices, and we'll be back.
Welcome to NewsCenter Notices. I'm here today with Julia Hawkins, the Director of Career Services. Hi, Julia.
It's nice to be here. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here with us today. Since December graduation is right around the corner, we thought we'd ask you a little bit today about what those people getting ready to graduate, what can they do to prepare themselves?
I think hopefully by this point they have a resume put together, they have some experience in their field, internships and things that they can put on a resume, have their resume critiqued, and probably the most important thing to do is to practice an interview. Of course, the Career Center does all these things to help you prepare for a job search. The average job search takes 7 to 8 months, so they should be in that process right now, even though they're graduating in December and May. And then preparing for networking events. So in the spring, March the 4th, Tuesday, March the 4th, we will have our spring career fair. And we usually have anywhere from 65 to 85 employers and graduate programs that will be coming to network and talk to students and alumni. Then we have events prior to that to get people ready called the Resume Blitz. That kind of information is on our website at www.moreheadstate.edu/career. But going back to preparing, the mock interviews are so important. We have a system in our MSU JobLink system where you can do a mock interview online. I recommend that people do that and practice. They can watch themselves. We can critique it for them. They can send it to someone else to critique if they'd like. Wow. So if you have a professor in your field in communications and you'd like to do a mock interview, you can actually send that to them through the system and they can critique it for you. If you're getting ready for a real interview, obviously we want to see the students in person so that we can walk through some practice interview questions, give them some tips and suggestions on how to improve their answers and what an employer is really looking for.
So this isn't something that's just offered for people who are getting ready to graduate. What do you all do for, people who are just coming in, I guess, starting college and not really sure where they want to be just yet?
Career services includes everything from I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. So we have career counselors that can work with you to do personality and interest inventories, look at their options and how to research fields so that they have a realistic view of what an accountant does or an actuary and things like that, so that they have a good idea. So at the beginning of their academic career, that they think that they have a route to go, a clear path. The main things that they need to do is keep their GPA up, show up for class. Employers are looking for people with what we call transferable or soft skills, meaning work ethic, being able to work on a team, being able to communicate both in writing and in person, taking initiative, being able to problem solve. If students know that when they start their freshman year, then they can start incorporating those things into their classes, as well as doing some experiential things like participating in sororities and fraternities, in their professional organizations, internships, as well as service learning and things like that.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. That's very helpful. We'll be right back after the break with an extended look at weather and Sarah Burkhart with Eagle Athletics.
And print. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to NewsCenter. Right now, temperature's still sitting at around 59 degrees. A little bit of an overcast outside, so we're going to see those clouds into tonight with a possible chance of a few little rain showers. Nothing major. Humidity sitting at around 62, and winds are south-southwest at about 10 miles an hour. Taking a look at your temperatures across the Commonwealth, you can see pretty much in the upper 50s or low 60s across the whole state. 61 in Lexington, 62 down in London, so a little bit warmer over in Prestonsburg at 66. They're seeing slightly warmer temperatures. Taking a look at your Doppler radar courtesy of WKYT, you can see there's really not a whole lot going on. There's the clouds we're talking about. We got this storm up here though. That's where all these clouds are coming from, is that storm. And it's going to kind of push itself across the northern part of the state, and we may get a few little tail end showers from that, but for the most part it's moving much faster north than it's moving east. So we're not really going to get affected by it. Your 24-hour planner, 7 a.m. in the morning, going to be around 38, so a little bit warmer than it has been. By 2 o'clock tomorrow, high of 58, and we're going to see those stray showers possibly moving into the area. But for the most part, while it's daylight tomorrow, should be a fairly nice day. But once those showers move in, it's going to rain pretty much throughout the night. Taking a look at that storm in a little more in-depth across the entire United States, you can kind of see it's a pretty good-sized storm, but it's going to kind of keep pushing up that way. So nothing major. Most of it's going to kind of dissipate down towards the bottom. Snow showers out in Nebraska, Iowa, seeing some of those. Glad we're not seeing any snow here just yet. Once again, you can see that cloud coverage just a little bit better across that way. Tonight, chance of rain, nothing major, about 20%. Low of 49, so quite a bit warmer than we've been seeing. Sunset in about 6 minutes, so we're getting pretty close to that already. Gotta love that time change. High of 54 tomorrow, and more rain. Not too bad throughout the day, but once we get into tomorrow night, going to see a really good chance of rain. Sunrise, 7:25 in the morning, so a pretty nice day. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Like I was just saying, tomorrow, a wet day towards the evening with a 90% chance of rain, high of 54, a low of 34. And then moving into Saturday, we got a low of 40, few little clouds in the area, but we'll see some sunshine with a 20% chance of rain. Moving into Sunday, it's going to be a lot colder. Temperatures around 32 with a low of 18. So it's going to be very cold that night, and there's a possible chance of flurries for Sunday. Monday, we're going to be seeing a little bit of rain moving back into the area, a high of 38 with a low of 30, 30% chance of rain. Tuesday, about the same thing, high of 39, a low of 27 with a 40% chance. And then Wednesday, it's going to continue to be cold and a little bit of clouds, nothing too major. So we've already seen some of those cold temperatures getting down into the teens this coming week.
Cold nights for sure.
Yeah, not good. So bundle up if you're going out anywhere, but for now let's take it over to sports with Sarah.
Your home for the Morehead State Eagles, this is NewsCenter Sports.
The Morehead State football team lost its 4th straight game last Saturday to Butler University. The final score was 58-27 as Butler rushed for 333 yards and threw for 306 yards. Junior Reese McShera led the Eagles with 100 rushing yards, while freshman Austin Gaffer threw for 272 passing yards and 1 touchdown. With the win, Butler has a guaranteed spot in the PFL Championship. The Eagles' season comes to a close this Saturday night at Jane Stadium against University of North Carolina at Charlotte. Game time is set for 1 p.m. Have you wondered who the voice of student athletes is? NewsCenter caught up with the Student Athletic Advisory Committee to find out more.
Student Athlete Advisory Committee is a student athlete organization. It gives the student athletes a voice in the governance structure within the university and also within the NCAA. So each team has 2 representatives, football has 4. So they just bring concerns student athletes have. So if you think your coach is practicing you too much, or it could be anything.
A lot of the things that we've talked about were like the clothing grant and that going away and what other ways we could change that. The clothing grant, it used to be a $500 clothing grant that you could get if you applied for it and you applied for FAFSA. Well, the problem with that is a lot of the schools in OVC and throughout the nation are going away from it because it's really expensive and it's a lot harder to get receipts from everybody.
Just really last year, they had a problem with getting like receipts to each other or receipts to the higher people, probably Sarah or whatnot. And at the same time, some people weren't using the money honestly, which is why they wouldn't have the receipts. So to try to police that, I guess, they tried to narrow it down to where everybody could get something, to where people who normally wouldn't get that could benefit from it as well.
So we talked about spirit packs for students. So every student athlete would benefit from it instead of having that money just go straight to summer school funding, because like the football team is non-scholarship, so they wouldn't receive any of that funding. So we talked about spirit packs.
I've heard of everyone getting maybe shoes and a jacket of some sort, maybe just lowering that cost, maybe like $100 a person so more people will be able to get it. I've even heard canceling it altogether, which I doubt that would work, because at the same time, like I just said, people still need that money, and that's a currency that they relied on coming in, and if they don't get it, then they're out of luck. So
SAT goes beyond just being the voice of student athletes. It involves giving back as well.
We have a couple of community service projects coming up. We're going to do OVC SAC actually is a recycling initiative. So at each of the championship events, if you bring 24 water bottles in, you'll actually get an OVC recycle bag. We did this last week at the cross country championship, and then we'll be doing it next week at the volleyball championship. We also do a yearly toy drive to help the local Helping Hands organization. So our student athletes will bring in new or gently used toys to donate to local children.
The Lady Soccer Eagles were defeated 2-0 in the first round of the NCAA tournament Saturday at Spry Stadium. Wake Forest scored 2 goals in a 34-second span during the first half of the game. MSU ends their season at 10-11-1 after playing in only their 3rd tournament game since 2008. Head coach Warren Lipka says he is proud of how MSU fought and that although the team didn't play very well in the first half, they did improve going into the second half of the game. Junior Jade Flory completed her first season with the Eagles with 14 goals, just one shy of the school single-season record. A second-half surge lifted MSU's men's basketball team past Marshall University last Sunday at Johnson Arena. The Eagles erased a 21-point deficit to win 102-94 in overtime. Sophomore Brent Arrington and senior Bakari Turner led the Eagles with 24 points apiece. Senior Chad Posmus recorded his 4th career double-double with 14 points and 15 rebounds. The Eagles play 22nd-ranked UCLA this Friday night. The game is the first of a 5-game road trip. And now for NewsCenter's famous sports trivia. In what year did the MSU men's basketball team last win an OVC championship? A. 1974, B. 2001, C. 1992, or D. 1968?
So I'm going to go with A.
I think I'm going to pick D.
I'm also going to pick D. Well, the correct answer was A, 1974. That was the last time they did win an OVC championship, but more recently they have done well in tournament games. We'll be right back after the break.
Conveniently located on the bottom floor of Ada, the Morehead State University bookstore has everything you need and more.
Yo, why are you looking at bags, bro? What you need is a chick magnet. You put me in the room and boom, chicks. That's what I'm talking about.
Tuesday, Chi Omega Sorority held their annual philanthropy event, Follies, to raise money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. NewsCenter has more.
Follies is an annual dance competition that we hold every year, and various teams on campus compete and for various prizes, and it's all for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We actually don't have a wish child that we went for this year. Our show was centered around last year's wish child. His name was Nicholas, and unfortunately he couldn't have been here tonight because he got sick today. But he's actually going to be seeing the performance. We recorded it all, and it's going to be sent to him, and he's going to pick
his favorite, and we're going to present the award to the best, his Nick's pick. There was 11 groups participating this year, and the Student Choice Award, which was the winner of our Penny Wars, was Kappa Delta. Most creative went to Pi Kappa Phi, and best performance went to Gamma Phi Beta, and best overall went to BCM, which is the Baptist Christian Ministry.
We won best performance, and we literally started practicing 2 weeks ago because we had a lot of troubles getting music made because we were relying on a friend to like make a whole dubstep version. Like what it was going to be, it was all dubstep Mary Poppins, and we were just like going to incorporate like her little voice into it. But when he did that, it didn't work out at all. So me and Marissa put the song together like 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, and then like on a Sunday, and then we started practicing on that Monday, and we literally had 13 days to do it, and we practiced just about almost every day other than like Friday and Saturday. And we had a 4-hour practice on Sunday night after rehearsal because our rehearsal was a train wreck. But then we won best performance, and that only takes 2 weeks.
I really love this event and how it brings the entire campus together. It's very Panhellenic for the ladies of Greek life, and it just makes everything so exciting in the fall, something to work together towards. The future of any organization depends on the investment of its alumni. So I think if we show up and we show that Chi Omega is for a lifetime, that Greek life is for a lifetime, that it really helps everybody to understand that they're investing in something that has a great future.
The Methodist Student Center held their annual Thanksgiving dinner yesterday. NewsCenter stopped by.
Somewhere in the late 90s, the student leadership decided we wanted to do an outreach meal for people that were running low on their meal cards and all that stuff, get them through the holiday season. And so it started then. When I became campus minister in the summer of 2005, I inherited this part of our yearly programming. So it was actually something that was started before me, and it's just something the current student leadership has decided to continue. We have a board of directors that believes in reaching out to the next generation. Some are alumni, some have never been to Morehead State University, but they believe in campus ministry. And so some of it is built in-house within our budget. Some of it comes from alumni contributions. Some of it comes from local churches who are in tune with the campus need. But we've also been very intentional the last couple of years to partner with some other student organizations. I want to give very quick props to the Kappa Sigma fraternity that's providing part of the vegetables tonight. I want to give quick props to the Newman Center, Chi Alpha, and just some individual donors who have said we want to provide some desserts. Got a crew from the Baptist Collegiate Ministries BCM 342 that's providing the stovetop stuffing. Delta Zetas have helped in the past with vegetables and another portion of the meal as well. This year, in addition to the students who are actively a part of the Methodist Student Center, we have a group from the Ag program known as the CVF Christian Veterinary Fellowship. Got a few guys from the ROTC. Different ones that need volunteer service hours, different ones that know about this place and that annual event.
I've worked at Thanksgiving dinner for 2 years in a row. This year, unfortunately, I can't go for a very long time. But it's really fun working it. I work the kitchen area, and that's just making sure everything's cooked right, everything's organized. The flow is really good to get in and out quickly. It's stressful to me, but I enjoy it.
Our Thanksgiving dinners, we do it every fall semester. It's a great time. Just come fellowship, free food. We donate whatever food we have left to the soup kitchen and other organizations who are here.
Watch NewsCenter online at msutv.net.
Or follow us on Twitter at MSU_NewsCenter.
On behalf of everyone here at NewsCenter, I'm Alexis Matthews.
And I'm Chelsea Armstrong. Have a great evening.